looking at the first Scottish-born WWE champion. A man who cut his teeth in British Championship Wrestling, Irish Whip Wrestling, the Scottish Wrestling Alliance. And here tonight finds himself with an opportunity of a lifetime. A match that Drew McIntyre has called the most important match of his career. McIntyre is back home in the United Kingdom, hoping to end the historic reign of Roman Reigns.
As much as this has been a dream come true tonight, Drew McIntyre's is a tale of redemption, an arduous, lifelong journey to this moment, guided from the heavens by his mother tonight into the mouth of the lion.
Drew McIntyre has never defeated Roman Reigns in singles competition. They last met one-on-one a couple of years ago at Survivor Series. It did not go well for Mr. McIntyre. Will Drew's luck change tonight?
Well, Roman Reigns has never had to face Drew McIntyre and the entire United Kingdom at once.
McIntyre on his island, in front of his people. There is one more step to accomplish. Become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
For 734 days, this man has reigned as a champion. Over the last 2 years, Roman Reigns has had 23 title retentions. He was last pinned in December of 2019, nearly 3 years ago. And the men that he's beat over this historic stretch: Brock Lesnar, Riddle, Goldberg, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, John Cena, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, Braun Strowman. That's the list of men that have been slayed by Roman Reigns, but there's a big difference tonight. Because tonight, Roman Reigns heads to the ring without the bloodline.
Tonight, the island of relevancy is a very lonely place to be. Roman is ready for battle because his throne at the head of the table is under threat by a living, breathing, fire-breathing dragon.
There are no Usos. They're not medically cleared to be here tonight. The same with Sami Zayn after the hellacious attack by Drew McIntyre on SmackDown last night. We haven't seen Paul Heyman since Brock Lesnar dumped him through the announce table with an F5 at SummerSlam. So Roman Reigns coming out here tonight, it's like the president coming out without his Secret Service. He's vulnerable, he's alone, and he's in trouble against McIntyre.
And on the flip side, you see confidence, focus, booming from Drew McIntyre, who believes in his heart that it is he who is the biggest threat to the Tribal Chief.
Guys, listen to this stat. Over the 2 years Roman Reigns has been champion, there have been 55 championship changes with all the other titles in WWE. 55 over the time that Roman Reigns has ruled as champ.
Consistency. That is what Roman Reigns has conveyed and lived for over 2 years here at WWE.
McIntyre staring at the champion. Corey, you had Drew as a guest on the After the Bell podcast. Very emotional moment for Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre feels as though his entire life has led up to tonight. However, Drew has been incredibly busy all week long. Drew has practically not stopped media appearances, charity opportunities. Drew McIntyre has not stopped since his plane touchdown this past Sunday. Roman Reigns, however, has had one goal, one task: focus on the challenge.
Do you think that could be a problem for Drew?
If it's fate, if this is truly meant to be, then no, it shouldn't be a problem for McIntyre. But Roman Reigns hopes it will be.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship! Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre! And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman
A big fight atmosphere in Principality Stadium in front of 62,296 WWE fans in the United Kingdom, the homeland of Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns putting his historic 734-day championship reign on the line. The world is talking about Clash at the Castle, and here we go for the Unified Championship. sixth man in basketball, right? How about the 62,000th man here tonight in Cardiff in the corner of Drew McIntyre? Lock up, we're underway. McIntyre and Reigns. Corey, let's break this down. For McIntyre, how does he win the championship?
McIntyre has to present Roman Reigns with something Roman has never seen before. These two have done battle so many times. They're familiar with one another, with their strategies, with their game plans, with their movesets. Drew is going to have to think outside the box to knock off the champion.
Byron, for the champ, how do you extend your reign?
Again, it's very similar for Roman Reigns because of the familiarity that Drew McIntyre has for his offensive repertoire. Roman Reigns has to dig deep, try to surprise McIntyre with something he hasn't seen.
While Roman Reigns may be out here without the bloodline, Reigns, I'm sure, is eager to remind the WWE Universe that he made the climb to the top of the mountain.
Well, let's remind everyone, too, Roman wouldn't even be champion today if it wasn't for the bloodline and how they all buried Brock Lesnar under a heap of rubble back at SummerSlam, right? So Roman Reigns understands what the bloodline means to him. And he doesn't have the home field advantage. This is all McIntyre here tonight in Cardiff.
Can't believe this, but the tribal chief seems shaken in the early moments.
Oh, Roman knew coming in he was going to be in enemy territory, but it's one thing to know, it's another to experience it, and we're seeing the impact that's had on Roman early on.
So what Roman needs to do is quell this early wave from McIntyre, knock him down early, take the crowd out of the game.
Exactly.
A side headlock to try to slow things down. Roman trying to establish dominance early against Drew McIntyre, who of course owns a victory over Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to win one of his 2 WWE championships. It's not often you see Roman Reigns back away.
The challenger just walked the champion down in the ring. What a power move by Drew McIntyre.
This scene, I'm still trying to digest what we're seeing here as Roman Reigns just looks out of sorts.
There's nothing to digest, Byron. Roman is used to having Paul Heyman or Jimmy and Jey Uso on the outside of the ring to confer with, to discuss strategy.
And Drew is feeding off the fans. And Roman Reigns ducks underneath, stand-in switch by McIntyre. Roman went for the elbow, Drew able to neutralize, but not that time.
McIntyre's got to be careful not to get caught up in the emotion of the moment. We know that the passion of the fans has what's driven McIntyre to this point, but Drew cannot rely on the live crowd. He needs to stay on his game plan.
Yeah, but one of the things we just saw with McIntyre there, Byron, is the speed, the quickness, the intense agility of Drew McIntyre. And it's got Roman completely off the game.
Drew McIntyre's intensity was off the charts heading into this match, and to the credit of the crowd here in Cardiff, he is feeding off their energy to fuel that intensity.
And one of the things we're seeing tonight, Corey, and unlike we saw with Riddle earlier, who was very emotional in his match with Seth Rollins, Drew is keeping that emotion inside right now. He's very under control, and he hasn't let it get the best of him yet against Roman.
Drew is laser focused right now, and Drew is focusing all of the emotional energy within on the task at hand, on the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. That is the mark of a veteran in this game.
And again, to get back to your point earlier, this is the moment right here where the wise man, Paul Heyman, would be over with Roman Reigns, calming him down, getting in his head, giving him some strategy, just making Roman understand who he is as the best in the world.
Roman taking an opportunity to remind the fans here in Cardiff just who he is.
I think that's just going to incite them. But again, Roman, this is great strategy. He hasn't allowed Drew to pick up on that momentum as of yet.
And the bloodline may have helped Roman retain his championship a few times, but Roman Reigns won the championships on his own accord, of his own skill and his own volition.
And McIntyre can ill afford to allow Roman Reigns to slow the match down, take the crowd out of it.
Exactly where Roman wants to be. Measured shots on the challenger.
There's one thing to claim you're the best in the world, but when you believe it, like Roman Reigns does, hard to stop it. Oh, but McIntyre, though, ducks underneath. Changes Reigns' balance, and now it's McIntyre's turn. And Roman now stumbling around. McIntyre looking to pick up the pace, drives Roman over the top rope, and Ray tore on announce table, and it may be regroup time for the champion.
There was a dazed look in Roman's eyes just now.
I was just going to point that out. Roman Reigns, I mean, I don't remember the last time I've seen that look in Roman's eyes. And Corey, we've called just about every one of Reigns' championship matches over the past 2 years, and I'm not quite sure I've seen Reigns look like that before.
Roman Reigns almost perpetually seems in control of his emotions. It's what's taken him to the pinnacle of this business.
Now Reigns driven into the steel steps by McIntyre. Now remember, very key point. Drew has got to pin or submit the champion, right? Countouts, disqualifications do not help McIntyre. So Drew has got to get the champ back into the ring here.
McIntyre firmly understanding that, keeping the referee's count in mind as he refocuses on the champ.
So let's not start that now. Oh, it was a carrying cross accompanied by Miss Scarlett, drawing the attention of McIntyre. Remember,
not the time.
You want to go shove that hourglass up your ass? Get over here. Right now.
And Roman Reigns takes advantage, and perhaps that's the opening Roman needed.
That might be the only opening Roman needed. Drew took his eye off the ball and might have just blown the biggest chance of his life.
And Karrion Kross has been talking about the chosen one in McIntyre. Now a count of 5.
McIntyre has one job tonight: dethrone Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, he'll take the count out win. Count of 7 now. McIntyre trying to drag himself back in the ring. We're at a count of 8 already. McIntyre slips at a count of 9. McIntyre barely beats the count.
How embarrassing would that have been for Drew McIntyre?
And he slipped and he almost didn't make the count back in.
The Roman's in disbelief that McIntyre even beat the count.
Down Reigns with a kick, and now Roman Reigns is in full God mode. Cover. Oh, I thought he went for the cover, but no, he's going to inflict more punishment on Drew. Now the cover, and a kick out by McIntyre.
Catching glimpses of the savage side of Roman Reigns. It's almost like without the wise man at ringside, Roman reverts to what he knows best, to his father, the wild Samoan Sika. Straight up savagery from the champ.
Talking trash to McIntyre's Reigns. Roman Reigns took advantage of an opportunity, which he has so many times over the past 2 years, and he has completely turned this match into his favor.
McIntyre being battered in the corner.
Listen, you know what? You're champion for 2 years. You're doing something right. You're also taking advantage of situations, and sometimes you get lucky. McIntyre driven into the post, shoulder first. And Drew hit himself hard on the steps as he fell out of the ring.
And like we saw earlier, I'm sure Roman Reigns would be highly content to win this match by countout.
Why not? Count of 5. McIntyre's got to pin or submit the champ. McIntyre dragging himself up to the apron. And count of 7 now, again by referee Charles Robinson. And Roman realized Drew was going to make it back in, so he said, let me take a quick shot. And another.
McIntyre barely holding on with that one hand, and now thriving from the apron.
And he hung up Roman on the top rope, and McIntyre now looks to build momentum. Roman Reigns, though, with that jumping clothesline, cover to retain, kick out at 1 by McIntyre. I mean, can you guys feel it? I mean, this is an unbelievable atmosphere here tonight in front of 62,296. Can you imagine what will happen to this place if Drew McIntyre can pin Roman Reigns to win the Undisputed title?
I'll tell you this, Cole, I'm not coming to work on Monday if that goes down. It's going to be a hell of a party.
That'll be a good show. McIntyre now with a couple of chops to Roman Reigns. And here's McIntyre whipped into the corner.
And McIntyre crumbles once again.
And Roman Reigns now in firm control.
It's almost as though Roman's insulted by the welts on his chest from the Drew McIntyre chops. How dare you? How dare you come at the champ?
Who you think you are, huh? Who you think you are, huh? You big tough guy now?
mistake for Roman Reigns to spend more time running his mouth and citing the crowd as opposed to beating McIntyre.
I'd never question Roman Reigns. Maybe you're right. As McIntyre fighting back now with chops to the champion. Roman gonna beat Drew down again. I mean, there is a reason that we say Roman's in God mode. Because there's never been anyone like him. Drew McIntyre trying to block the suplex, trying to deliver one of his own. Roman able to block as well. And now McIntyre, oh, and
Still can't get the advantage.
yeah, Roman survived, and now Roman looking for a vertical suplex. Drew able to turn things around, and now it's McIntyre's turn. No! What a fight.
Roman just requested a microphone.
Acknowledge me!
Let's go, Kiss!
I don't think that's what he meant.
Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, again face to face. Center of the ring where this match began. Roman went low. McIntyre whipped into the corner and explodes out of it with a clothesline. Reigns back to his feet into another short clothesline by McIntyre.
Now McIntyre building momentum.
And there's that classic belly-to-belly throw by Drew. And you're right, Byron, you can feel a change now in this match. McIntyre neckbreaker. And there's the kip up.
The challenger can feel it.
Could this be the beginning of the end for Roman Reigns?
60,000 plus believe so. McIntyre in the corner.
McIntyre hoisting up Roman Reigns on that top rope.
Now Drew. Roman looking to block, trying to hang on somehow.
Up in the ante right now is Drew McIntyre.
All the way from the very top rope.
And Roman Reigns fighting, he understands. Desperate for Reigns, but it paid off.
Reigns able to catch his breath just for a moment.
McIntyre still not down. Both men still teetering on the top rope. Reigns actually sitting on the ring
And
post.
McIntyre's got a fistful of hair.
Better be careful. The official, Charles Robinson, right there.
McIntyre in a precarious position at the mercy of Roman Reigns.
McIntyre, though, tremendous core strength. Up and over goes Roman. McIntyre's looking for the future shock DDT. Reigns able to counter. And Roman now runs into a spine buster by McIntyre. Jackknife cover for the championship.
He got it. No, he did not.
Oh my, that was close.
Referee Charles
That
Robinson
was
was
close.
right in there with a bird's eye view.
McIntyre's got too much respect for Roman Reigns and his ability.
McIntyre with Roman up. Roman just
Went to the eyes.
tried to rake the eyes of McIntyre. Oh, and it was wise how he turned the bodies around so the official didn't see it. Oh, rock bottom by Roman Reigns. Cover, hook of the leg now. McIntyre at 2. the longer the match goes, who does it favor? You believe the champ?
I think the confidence of Roman Reigns is what it all boils down to.
There you see a picture-perfect example of that confidence. Roman Reigns reminding who the ones are as he has eyes locked and loaded on McIntyre.
McIntyre struggling just to make it to his feet. Roman Reigns went for the Superman punch. Drew ducked underneath. Future shock DDT. This may be the moment. A lifetime of waiting for Drew McIntyre may be about to end. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. Cover by the champion. Hook of the leg. McIntyre kicked out.
You see the determination on the face of McIntyre. A continued scene from Roman Reigns, where once again, perhaps a little bit of doubt in the mind of the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, but here's the other side of the coin. Roman Reigns has been here before. How many times over the last 2 years has he been in this position? Had to dig down deep to retain the title. This is new for McIntyre for the most part. Been a long time since he's been champion. Roman Reigns, wow, a spear, and he ran into a kick. Oh, a spear by Roman to win, to win, to win. Drew McIntyre kicked out of two.
Unreal.
Roman in disbelief.
Now that is doubt. That is disbelief. That is confusion on the champion's face. Roman Reigns doesn't know what the hell just happened. There is doubt etched all over the face of the Tribal Chief.
It's like he's second questioning himself a bit, right?
734 days of this historical title reign. Does Roman feel it slipping away?
Roman shaking his head again in disbelief. What do I got to do to put you away, McIntyre?
Guillotine.
And now the guillotine. The guillotine is in. The submission move, trying to bring McIntyre to his knees and put this away and end the dream of McIntyre and the 60,000 plus here tonight at Cardiff.
Is this how the story ends for Drew McIntyre?
Drew trying to make it back to his feet, trying to power his way out of the guillotine, burying Reigns in the corner. McIntyre does. Roman goes for the guillotine again in the center of the ring. And again looking to wear McIntyre down.
Reigns got all of his weight on Drew McIntyre right now. In addition to the guillotine, this is exhausting. This is impossible to breathe in.
Drew's still on his feet, Corey. McIntyre's still on his feet. McIntyre is not faded. McIntyre is still feeding off the momentum and the adrenaline here tonight. And now powering Roman into the corner again. And now posted Reigns. And now the champ is in deep, deep trouble.
If Roman gets counted out, Drew's dreams go up in smoke.
Down to three now. McIntyre, I think, just now realized where Roman was and what he has to do. And Drew now rolling back out of the ring. He's got to try to get Roman Reigns back in. The only way he can win the championship.
What does Drew have left in the tank?
And right through the barricade. Drew spearing Reigns through the barricade.
But Drew has to be in a hurry. Drew has got to hustle. You got to get him in.
That's exactly what McIntyre's doing.
And he does get him in, and now McIntyre with an opportunity. Roman Reigns who just speared through the barricade. Drew McIntyre has Reigns where he wants him, carrying the entire United Kingdom on his shoulders. Spear by Reigns. Reigns to retain. That's two. Three. No. Kick out.
How in the hell is McIntyre still in this?
It's heart. That's all it is, Corey. It's the heart of Drew McIntyre.
That exchange reinvigorated the live fans here in Cardiff, all trying to rally the challenger.
Roman, Drew, Roman the first. And again, Roman's asking the referee, Charles Robinson, 2? Are you sure it was 2?
His entire time, Roman might have thought this match was over.
That was good. I stood here. That was good.
Something Roman hasn't done much, Corey. Lose his cool. McIntyre from behind, a Claymore to the back of Reigns, and it just knocked the official out of the ring.
Charles Robinson down and out in front of our table here.
Reigns.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Oh my God!
Here, not this. That's Mr. Money in the Bank, Austin Theory, who can cash in a contract. And it's not unprecedented, Corey. We have had a cash in to make it a triple threat match. Rollins did it in WrestleMania.
He's gonna do it!
And he beat Reigns and Lesnar.
I want to cash this in.
Oh my God! Tyson Fury just knocked the hell out of Theory.
What the hell did you do that for?
And now Roman Reigns with a chair. Referee Charles Robinson's out. Claymore! Claymore! The official back in the ring. Covered by McIntyre for the championship. And a kick out. A kick out by Roman. What in the hell's going to happen next?
I have no idea. This is an absolute war.
Think about the emotional roller coaster this has been for both Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
Drew trying to fight back. Reigns fighting back. Both men spent.
Their bodies ache, their lungs are burning. It is a matter of pure will.
It's about being undisputed. The best in the world. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Reigns wants to keep it. McIntyre wants to win it.
Neither man willing to give an inch to his opponent. It is breaking down in Cardiff.
What a slugfest by two of the premier athletes in the world today.
Spent and still swinging.
And again. Superman punch. McIntyre on his feet. Glasgow kiss. Reigns on his feet. Spear by McIntyre. And McIntyre feels it. 62,000 plus feel it. The end of the reign. Claymore. We're going to crown a brand new champion. What the hell? Somebody just yanked the official out of the ring. McIntyre was going to win. Oh my God.
That's
Corey, that is Solo Sikoa, the Usos' younger brother.
the street champion, the meanest of the bunch.
The NXT standout, Roman Reigns' cousin, another member of the Anoa'i family.
Well, McIntyre's had enough, but Solo hangs through across the top.
Spear by Reigns. The cover by Roman. Thanks to the bloodline, Roman Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
You had to know Roman had something up his sleeve.
When it comes to the bloodline, they are as deep as they are dangerous. United Kingdom, acknowledge him.
60, wait a minute. Tyson Fury. Respect. Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
From one great champion to another, period. Respect.
It has been an incredible week, an incredible night in Cardiff, Wales. Roman Reigns survives. Once again, the head of the table had a plan. And the 734-day reign as champion will continue for the head of the table, for the tribal chief, for perhaps one of the greatest champions in the history of WWE, Roman Reigns.
There's no perhaps about it, Cole.
The great ones always rise to the occasion. And when it seemed like his championship status was in doubt, once again, Reigns answers.